Welcome back for our final segment of Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk women's soccer, and with us is head coach Andy McCaslin. And coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Appreciate you having me.
Big week for the Bulldogs this past week. A couple victories, and both by shutout.
Yeah, you know, we're playing well defensively. Got 2 shutouts against 2 pretty good teams, so we're excited where we are.
You started off the year the week before with a couple long road trips, or a long road trip with a couple matches against regional opponents. To talk about that trip and what you learned from that experience.
Yeah, it's a good hard trip for us. We were down in Kirksville playing Truman State in Missouri, and then Quincy in Illinois on Sunday. Long trip, a lot of time on the bus to get to know each other a little better, and one of the things I like about being on the road is that we're able to really kind of get the team chemistry well, or righted the way that we can, and as a result, we went down and played 2 games, and the scoreline may have been a little unfair in terms of the overall score. We're still working some things out, but we played, like I said, very good teams, and going forward, I think it's going to help us, even though we got a couple losses in the scheduled column.
You evened your mark back up this past week. You started off at home late in the week against Indiana Wesleyan, and got off to a great start in your first home match.
Yeah, Indiana Wesleyan always is difficult. We went down there last year and won the game in overtime, and this year it was a struggle to kind of open them up a little bit, but they pressed hard. They played us really even for a lot of the game. It was difficult for us to kind of break through, and then we did. And scored a goal and kept them off the board. But again, it's a team that they press us very hard, and we'll try to do. We learn as much from that game as we can.
You mentioned you get off to a good start here in the first half. You get the first goal coming up right here, and always nice to go into halftime with a 1-0 lead. Absolutely,
and we're so happy for Carly to score that goal and to get her career started off right. And we're playing good soccer, and that's kind of the exciting stuff to go into a break. And we always talk about the race to the second goal, and we were able to score the second one and kind of put them away. So.
We'll see here in the second half a couple nice goals and several chances here, like this one from Casey Schamer.
Yeah, Casey had a good day that day. She's trying to get on the score sheet, and she's going to get there. She's dangerous. She's getting in behind teams, and she causes a lot of teams some trouble.
Your goal coming up here shortly in a little bit here, where you had several opportunities right in front of the net. Always nice to get in front of the net and have chances to score.
We talk about framing the goal and following chances, and things happen. We're getting in, and a little miscommunication on from their backs, and we kind of handled it. And Casey smashes one off her hands, and then Mare follows it.
Final one here from Nicole Benke, the senior, and she was on the score sheet a couple times this past week, and a nice, pretty goal right there.
Yeah, what a class goal that was, huh? Nice little serve from Lindsay Scott, and Nicole with the finish.
I know you talked defensively. Your team has been playing well. Talk about the play on the back end, along with Maddie Hostein in that.
Yeah, Maddie's been terrific. Yesterday in our match, she kept us in it in the first half. She, I think, made 8 saves overall, or 9, or somewhere in there. But she's been playing out of her mind, and we're giving her some help in front of her, which is good. One of the things that we were talking about this year was shutouts. We want to win games by shutouts and limit our goals. We gave up far too many last year, so that's really been a focus of the off season and the early season so far this year.
Got that win over Indiana Wesleyan. Then you mentioned, of course, a neutral site match on Sunday in Allendale against Cal State San Bernardino, a nationally ranked team. Talk about your performance in that one.
It was, again, a good day for us. A tale of 2 halves, really. We came out kind of slow, to be expected after a home football game on Friday or Saturday night, and an 8 o'clock departure the next morning, and 10:30 kickoff, which is very unusual for us. But the kids did a really good job with it. They weathered the storm in the first half and came away with 0-0. We made a couple adjustments and kind of went after them in the second half, and they weren't able to keep up with the pace of it.
Talk about playing an opponent like that you don't see any other time for probably many years, and
Sure.
And what that was like playing against a school from out of state.
Yeah, we try to play those games on purpose. A good team to come in. with Grand Valley down the road, and they're kind of the standard in Division II. We are the beneficiary of some really good games as a result. So, and we played a lot of good teams as a result there. But this was cool for us too, because we went down there, played a ranked opponent, beat a ranked opponent, won the first time on that field since I've been here. So a lot of positives in that game, and you know, we shut them out. So a lot of good steps in the right direction.
Busy week this week. You start off on Tuesday of this week, taking on Aquinas in a school day matchup. A lot of local elementary school kids expected. River Street Park. Talk about that unique event.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We actually just had a meeting with the principal over there today, and there are going to be 300, however many River Street Elementary School students, and they're going to line the field and walk us out and have a great day that day. Looking forward to getting out and playing in front of them and having some support there.
Come back then this weekend, back at home on the Ferris State soccer field, and taking on a couple conference opponents as you open up conference play.
Yeah, looking forward to Friday. We're really nursing some injuries right now, but with the idea that they're going to be back on Friday, and that's really exciting for us, because you know, we're starting to find our form and starting to find rhythm, and that's what we're after. You know, when we had the ability to schedule 4 home games in a row, we're looking forward to that. And River Street's a little bit of a different type of day, but being at home, it's comfortable for us, and we're excited about those opportunities. And you know, Tiffin and Walsh are good opponents, and we're really looking forward to starting off the GLIAC strong and coming out and setting the tone.
What do you see out of Tiffin and Walsh based on previous years, and where do you see them ranking in terms of the conference race?
Yeah, I think both teams were in the preseason poll, which I don't invest a lot into. They were both below us. Tiffin, they beat us last year, and we tied Walsh on the road, both on the road same weekend. But good teams. You know, top to bottom, the league is very strong. They are matchup problems for us sometimes, and we just want to make sure that we come out and take care of what we need to take care of, and do a better job that way. And defensively, like I said, last year we were giving up far too many goals, and that's really one of the things that we focused on and hope that we can continue.
I know you've got a nice senior class that's been around for a while here. What have you seen from them in terms of leadership?
Yeah, that was actually one of the things that we talked about in the San Bernardino game, was the ability for that class to kind of step up and really take a leadership role, and because we didn't have it in the first half of that game, and there were just little things that were really kind of that group was taking charge of in the second half, that, you know, I think it's really going to set the tone as we go forward. We've got eight seniors that are doing a really good job for us, and that's what you want out of your older players, is the ability for them to come in, and whether they're playing or not, to just be leaders and be the ones that are saying, hey, you know, we're gonna get this right, and we're gonna do things the right way.
Well, Coach, best of luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's going to do it for another episode of Ferris Sports Update. A reminder, you can follow all the action online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com.